And hearing you say, are you used to hearing you say like your wife is the vice president? Like that is amazing. Like to be, and now she is a nominee for president. Like, what is that like?
It's still very surreal. And here I was a lawyer here in Hollywood for many years, and I went on a blind date with somebody.
A blind date.
Here I am 11, 12 years later as the second gentleman, maybe the
first second gentleman.
Hopefully the first gentleman. And so it's quite surreal, but in moments it's still, there's like normalcy in all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, like last night, we're both traveling, and I got home, I was working, I just got in from a trip, and in the fridge was a carton of chicken noodle soup and a little note saying, I love you, this is for you. So even amongst all this that's happening, she's still thinking of me as her husband, and thinking of the kids and our family. So while everything's changed, that's how she's always been.
Right.
Being there for us.
She's still the same.
Still the same. But I will say, I'm just so proud of the way she stepped up. When President Biden decided not to continue on his campaign, I mean, we needed a leader. We needed somebody to step up, and she did. I'm just so proud of her.
Yes.
Every moment. She's just like exceeding these really high expectations each and every time, and she keeps doing it. So I'm just so proud of her.
So tell me this, because that's a huge whirlwind. I thought my life was a whirlwind, but you got me beat, honey. Let me say this. So when you're on the road, what do you miss most about LA?
Well, it's our home, so there's so much about it. Just even, driving on the lot here, being an entertainment lawyer, kind of my old life. And but I still, when I'm here, I try to replicate some of the things that we have. So whether it's seeing Cole, our son, which I got to see him for breakfast this morning.
Nice.
I love to do the Santa Monica stairs, and there's a little coffee place that I go to near the beach. So there's things that I try to replicate, but doing it with everything that's going on right now, it makes it a little difficult. So
makes it a little difficult. Can you imagine? You're the second gentleman. That is amazing. Like,
well, it's funny you say that, Jennifer. Sometimes, we'll just be together, and I'll lean over and say, "You're the vice president," and he'll say, "You're the second gentleman," and now you're everywhere.
Yes.
And you're running for president.
Because it does take a moment to
realness to it.
Take it all in. So what has the last 4 years been like for you?
So stepping away from the career that I loved, I'd say at first, it was difficult, but Kamala really pushed me to take on this role as second gentleman. So whether it was fighting for being the first man in this role, so, fight for gender equity as the first guy in this role.
Yes.
First Jewish
person. What we need.
First Jewish person ever in this role. And so fighting this uptick in anti-Semitism, I'm a lawyer, access to the legal system and pro bono legal services. So I've really found my way, and she's really helped push me to do more and more. And I get to teach law school as well at Georgetown University.
You're busy, and y'all a power team, a power couple. It has a new ring to it.
Yeah.
Now, I got to get into your speech at the DNC. It was groundbreaking, first of all. I want to know, were you nervous, and did you expect it to have the impact that it had?
So they don't tell you much going into it. So at first, I wasn't sure when I was going to speak. And then they told me, you're going to speak Tuesday night with this couple called the Obamas. I said, Michelle and Barack, yes, and prime time. And so I realized I need to, dig deep, step it up. And what do I know about her that no one else knows? So kind of a little bit about myself, a little bit about her. I said this joyful warrior. So I did the joyful part, Mamla to the kids. She's there for our family. She's going to be there for your family. But then it was that warrior part. She's going to be ready to lead. She's going to be. She's already a world leader. She'll be ready to be president on day one and ready to do the job. But I got to say, you have performed in front of 20,000 people, I'm sure. And so again, I'm not I'm not Jennifer Hudson. So walking up on that stage,
Oh, goodness.
and all of a sudden you realize, oh, wait, there's 20,000 people out there and millions watching on TV. So I just took a deep breath and, okay, I need to do this for her.
Yes.
I'm doing this for
That's
her.
beautiful. You
to
spoke
help
from the
her.
heart. It was real. It was genuine, human.
Yeah.
All the relatable things, all the things that we
And our
need.
family was there. My parents were there,
Yes.
and the whole big, beautiful, blended family watching. So I knew I was going to be okay.
Yes, you were more than okay, for sure. And I'm sure thinking of your beautiful wife, like, what is your favorite thing about your wife?
How much time do we have?
Oh, okay.
Now, the
If you could pick
fact
one thing.
that she's still able to be my wife in the midst of all this, like I said, where she leave the soup, and the other day we were both in D.C., and we don't really get to see each other that much. So she came into my office, I heard all this shuffling around, she came in, just gave me this biggest hug, said, I love you, and I said, I love you, and then, okay, back on the road. So the fact that she still is present in our relationship, and still present for the kids and her nieces and all that. It's really remarkable.
Love that.
Really, that's the best thing.